Imagine this. You can write an entire novel in first person and still keep readers at arm's length. You can use close third. You can eliminate every filter word you can think of. You can add internal thoughts and carefully follow every rule of Deep POV. But despite all that, your character can still feel distant or like a stranger. Why? You finish the scene and technically everything is there. We know what your character sees. We know exactly what they think. We may even know what they feel. So the question becomes, why does it still seem as though we're watching them instead of experiencing the story with them? This is one of the most frustrating problems as an author because you're doing everything right. And maybe those techniques have helped a little bit, but you and your readers still are not really feeling truly close to the character. I've seen it over and over in my coaching and in my teaching. I've wrestled with it with my own novels too. Here's what I think. The problem usually isn't that your point of view isn't close enough. It's that you've actually diagnosed the wrong problem. Okay, what? You're probably asking, what are you talking about? What do you mean? I'm Melissa Bourbon. I'm a national best-selling novelist, developmental editor, writing coach, teacher. Here on Bourbon and Books, we diagnose the real reasons stories aren't working so that you can stop chasing sort of surface level fixes and really solve the problem underneath. Okay, back to the conundrum of deep point of view versus what is really going on. Let's figure it out. One of the biggest misconceptions about point of view is that closeness automatically creates connection, but it really doesn't. Think about somebody sitting beside you in a coffee shop. They're only a few feet away. You can see their face, you can hear their conversation even, but you don't know them. Okay, and then meanwhile, your best friend can text you a single word, fine, they're fine. And with that one word, you immediately know that they're actually absolutely not fine. You could be miles apart, you could be a country apart, but you understand what that word means coming from that person. Stories work in the same way. Readers don't connect with a character just because the quote unquote narrative camera is close. They connect when they understand how that character experiences and interprets the world. And those are two very different things. Here's a really simple example. Let's say your character walks back into her childhood home for the first time in 20 years. A line in your scene might read something like, "She looked around the living room. Nothing had changed. A lump formed in her throat." There's nothing technically wrong with that, but it doesn't tell us anything about who she is or why she has this lump in her throat. But now, imagine it written this way. The wallpaper was still there. She used to trace those little blue flowers while pretending not to hear her parents argue in the kitchen. 20 years later, she still knew exactly which petal had covered the worst crack in the wall. It's the same room. It's the same wallpaper. It's the same character. But in the second example, we are not just seeing what she sees. We understand why those details matter to her. The why, the actual why, is what matters. In the first version, we're close to her point of view. We get that lump in the throat. But in the second version, we're closer to her and to the meaning behind the situation. So it's not just about deep point of view. It's about interpretation. That's the misdiagnosis. Think about this. Proximity is not the same thing as intimacy. A close camera angle, like sitting next to someone in a cafe, does not automatically reveal what a character is feeling on a deep level. It doesn't show you the emotional interpretation of what is actually happening. Years ago, like 18 years ago, when I was writing my first Lola Cruz mystery, I kept revising a scene because it wasn't really landing emotionally. I wasn't feeling it, so I figured readers probably wouldn't feel it either. I was a novice writer. This was my first book, and I was doing everything I had read that I was supposed to do. I tightened the point of view, or at least I thought I did. I'm honestly not sure I really understood deep point of view at that point in my life. I added internal thoughts. I removed filter words. I'm sure I rewrote that entire book at least 10 times. And every single time, I felt like it got a little bit better, but it still wasn't right. Eventually, though, something clicked. I realized I had been asking the wrong questions during this whole writing process. I had been asking, how do I get closer to Lola? How do I bring the reader closer? What I should have been asking was, what does this moment mean to Lola? I was giving the reader her thoughts, but thoughts without meaning is just information. It seems so obvious now, but that actually changed everything. I wasn't trying to put the reader sort of side by side beside Lola, listening to her think. I was trying to let the reader experience why those thoughts mattered to her. And that is a completely different kind of closeness. A while back, I made a video about deep point of view, and it matters a lot. But deep point of view is a technique that gets you, the writer, to share intimacy, to get to that point. So really, intimacy is the destination. Realizing that deep point of view is not the same thing as intimacy was really an aha moment for me. Everything changed. I wasn't sitting next to Lola in a cafe and hearing her thoughts. I was in her head, feeling the emotions of them, the why behind them, the meaning. And that is a completely different kind of closeness. So here is today's diagnosis. If your character feels distant, it probably isn't because you're writing the wrong point of view or not going deep enough in point of view. And it probably isn't because you need more internal thoughts. Your readers don't need more access to your character's mind as long as you're doing deep point of view. They need more access to the way your character makes sense of the world. And that is different. That's the difference. Proximity is not the same thing as intimacy. Meaning creates intimacy. And intimacy is what makes readers miss your characters after they finish the book. They feel close to them. They feel like they're friends. They feel like part of that community. That comes from the intimacy. Okay, this week, find a scene that isn't landing emotionally. Don't rewrite the dialogue or change the action, and don't automatically add another paragraph of internal thought. Instead, ask yourself, what does this moment mean to my character that it would not mean to anyone else? That's when you're going to get really deep. And then don't change the scene. Change what those moments mean. I think that you might be surprised by how much closer the character suddenly feels. And again, that is what we are after, that intimacy, that closeness. If you've ever thought, I am already writing in close POV, so why doesn't it feel close? It's not a fail. I think it just probably means you're trying to reach intimacy with proximity. And once you stop asking how to move the reader closer to your character and you start showing them how your character makes sense of the world, that distance is going to begin to disappear. If you want to go deeper into the techniques behind that, definitely watch my deep point of view video next. I will link it below. And watch the entire character playlist. Your readers don't fall in love with your character because they're standing close to them. They fall in love because they understand what the world means to them. And that is the difference. I'll see you next Thursday.